Look at me go. I'm recording a call. Okay, we're in business. Hi guys, I just wanted to touch base on a lot of things that I've been working on in personal development, and I've been like taking notes. Mike was like, what the heck are you doing the other night? Because I was just like typing away on my Chromebook, listening to a couple different speakers, and I was really just enjoying their content. And I know that I could easily relay a lot of this stuff to you guys. I also took some pieces from calls that I listened to and I saved forever. I literally was listening to a call that was 11 months ago, and I still go back and watch it because it really does just keeps me reminding myself that we are in the right place when you're in this business. You really, truly are in the right place. And I feel like somewhere along the way, this little person on our shoulder tells us that we can't keep doing it, that we can't move forward, that we're never going to be at the place that these people that we watch online are way high up, the SCDs and $1 million earners. I'm hearing like a lot of it just through the little things that we say to ourselves. And will you share the things that you listen to? Yes, I have a couple pieces. It's like all nitpick together. So biggest thing when it comes down to like being the unholy word discouraged, which we never say that word, but the whole point of it is where it's rooted from is your lack of confidence. Lack of confidence and fear is the only thing that's holding you back when you are justifying whatever it is of why you haven't moved up or where you want to be, right? But the whole thing on lacking confidence is you're just entertaining this idea that you're not capable of things, but you're not really working to your full potential. You're giving it like 50% because you already told yourself this story of like, I can't do that. I'm not like that. So I'm going to give like 50% when this other person's putting 110 every day. So how the hell are you going to determine your full potential when you're giving it 50%? Okay. That set hard with me. Kobe Bryant also had, and I've watched a lot of his interviews and things like that. The first thing he says when he thinks about like being embarrassed is get over yourself. Like he literally just tells himself to get over himself. You're not that important. You're embarrassed. You're nervous for what? You're worried about what other people are going to perceive you. Like you're not that important. Get over yourself and move on. Like they're not going to think about it for more than 5 seconds. So why are you thinking about it for hours and like letting it fester within you? Right? So if you're worried about, I made a challenge this week of like doing a reel. If you are sitting on this idea of like, oh, you're watching all these other people do reels and you're like, oh, I'm not like that. I'm not like her. Like she's so good at those. I could never create that. You need to just get over yourself. Like it's not hard when you just put in some time to learn it. Right? And the only way you're going to build confidence is by doing the things before you're ready. You have to do the things before you're ready. When you're telling yourself like, I'm not so sure, I've never done one before, you need to do it before you're ready because you're never going to be ready if you're going to just keep telling yourself like, look at us in this business. Like, did we sit and wait till we were completely 100% ready? Probably not. We're like, yeah, let's just jump in it. And if you're consuming and not creating, you're not going to be building confidence. You're just going to keep watching other people give it their 110% while you sit and do your 50. Okay. So, I already said that piece. Once you take yourself out of that thought, just record the video, do the reach out, whatever it is that you're telling yourself I can't do, once you do it, don't you feel so much better? Don't you feel so much better once you like did the one little thing that you sat on for weeks or months or whatever? You feel 100% better, even if it wasn't perfect. But as Kobe Bryant said, get over yourself. Don't be embarrassed. You freaking did it. And you're going to look back at this stuff and be like, look at all this stuff that I did. And I'm going to get to that in a second too. But if you're sitting in this piece where you're not believing in yourself and telling yourself these things that I've listed, how are you going to expect anyone to believe in you and join you in this business? Because what you are and what you say is what you're going to attract. You're going to attract no's if you tell no to yourself every day to go out of your own comfort zone. That's how recruiting works. You're asking people to go out of their comfort zone, but you're not even doing that. What are you showcasing yourself to go outside of your comfort zone and showing people that it's even possible to do that? Right? So you really just have to have a clear vision for yourself of what you truly want to be in this business and go for it. And you have to have a clear vision. So thus writing it down. Write down what you want, the steps that you need to do to get to where you want to be. Use your mentor. That person literally is promising you everything when they recruited you. They're there to help you. And if you feel like that person's not there to help you, go to the next upline. Like, we are all here to help you accomplish those pieces. You do not have to be in your own head alone. But again, it's only going to be an idea and a dream until you actually take action doing something. Joe Rogan also had a piece. He said it's like one of his like fondest, like one of his like most proud, things that he put together, an idea for people who are really trying to level up their life is, imagine there's a camera crew following you around to record your success story in this business. What would they be filming that you're doing every day to make your dream happen? What are they recording? Would you want them to just record you scrolling all day long, not actually doing anything for this business, not actually like going out in your community and inspiring people? Waiting room. I don't see anyone. And
Jessica said that she'd been waiting.
Chat. Participants see waiting room. Oh, FML. 10 people. I don't know how to turn that off.
When you set up your Zoom link, you have to if you want a waiting room or not.
Well, I put my bad. When I put the host, it was on the computer and I wasn't looking at the computer. So, okay. I'll keep watching that. Waiting room. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, it's still there. So, I'll say it again, since more people are on. Someone's not muted. Brittany, you're not muted. So I want you guys to truly think about this and imagine that there is a camera crew following you around, recording your success story. Like they're making a Netflix documentary on your success story with money. What are they filming? What would you want them to film? What would you want to show them that you did to make it to the top. You'd want to do everything right, right? You don't want to show them, this is how I reach out. This is how I got this girl to join. This is how she, you know, I helped these girls get to director. This is how we went out in your community and helped other people. This is how I earned the car. Like, this is how I helped with my customers. This is the extra mile I went for. Like, they're filming this so your family can see it for generations of like how you did what you did in this business. What do you want them to see? And that's not hard for me. So I was like, ooh, I'm a hot mess. You know, like you really got to think about that idea. And I thought that was great. And again, in order to, you know, like pretend, he also said, like, you could also take it as pretend that you're the narrator of that. So, and the director, best believe you're going to be taking all the notes and writing your own story in that way too. So writing down your clear vision of what you want is crucial. Or you're going to just continue to think that you want something, but it's not actually coming to you. So you like let it go. If you have it written down on a piece of paper, it's going to get you 10 times farther towards that vision because you're seeing it constantly every day. And that goes into, you know, self-comparison. Everyone's timeline in this business is not your own. Okay. Like, so many girls have been coming to me, or little pieces that assumes this in comparing yourself to other people in this business. It can either inspire you or it will be your kryptonite. The only way is to let it inspire you, or you're just going to stay low. And it all comes down to mindset. The chat is not the problem, you guys. It's your mindset towards the chat. You can either be inspired by the chat and level up with each other, or you can let it get you down. You cannot compare yourself to anyone else's timeline in this business. You cannot compare yourself to other people's followers. You cannot compare yourself to, like, I'm not as pretty as her. I'm not this. I'm not that. Oh, this, I should be at that rank by now. We started at the same time. I started before her. How come she has the car already? Like, how come this girl's getting market partners? I should be at that point. Should you really be at that point? Like, really think about that. Are you doing the extra mile work 110% like I talked about in the beginning to get to that point? If the answer is no, then you cannot compare yourself. I mean, regardless if you're giving it 100%, 10%, you can't compare yourself, because we're not like limiting our lives. Like, you're letting yourself go into this spiral, like someone else's success is a downfall on your existence. Like, why are we doing that? Because everyone has an equal opportunity in this business. That's what we tell everyone, right? Everyone has a chance at this, but you're telling yourself constantly that I can never get to that point like that girl did based on a timeline. We all have our own timeline. We all have our own lives. We all have things going on. The consistency and the work and the everything that you're putting into this business is what's going to get you there. It doesn't matter if someone got there first. It just shows you that it's possible. Okay? And I wanted to is Jamie still on? Yes. I wanted to let Jamie give a little testimony, because she took a break from the business. Her family moved, did all these things, and she came back into the chat and wanted to work. got a market partner, and is running with the business. Okay, she's on the pass, so it might be spotty, but her testimony when we are re-onboarding whatever, I was like, I need you to tell this to the team because I literally could cry just like listening to her words about the chat. So go ahead.
Hey, so it might be spotty. We're on our way home from my cousin's wedding, so if you can't hear me, let me know so I can pause.
Yeah, it sounds good right now.
So awesome. I have good bars, so hopefully it's good. So yeah, like Shelby and I, we just reconnected recently regarding the business because, like she said, things kind of went absolutely haywire, and it was just too much. And I had like got in my own head about, oh, they're not gonna want me back, you know, like, or Shelby's not gonna want to spend time talking to me or like helping me, and it still makes me like all mushy, but because, you know, I took time off, and it's like I don't want her to feel like I'm wasting her time or the girls feel like I'm wasting their time. And I was like, well, I'll just reach out, you know. So I just reached out to Shelby, and I was like, hey, I'm here still. Like, life was a lot, and I want to come back. And I just jumped back into the chat with you all. And you guys were, like, so encouraging and so, like, just supportive instantly. It wasn't like, oh, we're going to make her work for it, you know. We're going to make her earn her whatever, her way back into our good graces. It was just like, welcome back. Good job. You know, we're proud of you. Keep going. And so then Shelby and I got on our call, and that's what I told her, just how much I appreciate this business and that it builds connection and it doesn't rejection or like competition or cattiness. It goes nowhere. It doesn't take you anywhere. And I just how much working like literally this business with each other builds our businesses, you know, and my sister-in-law, you know, she wanted to come on too, and I haven't seen her on the call, but she's driving home also from the wedding. But she's been on a couple calls, and she's running with it also. And she said the same thing, just like how welcoming and encouraging everyone was, and just warm to her. And how just every time there's just that much more, you know, like when there's a challenge and she meets it, how much she just feels good. And I feel that too. And, you know, building a business with people you care about, like Shelby or my sister-in-law, you girls, you know, as we get to know each other, it's really special. And it's like, it's our own thing, you know, to take with and do it, we will. Sorry. But at the same time, I might have to go. At the same time, we need each other to be able to continue to, you know, level up, to be better people and to communicate better and go outside of ourselves. You know, and it's really easy to get stuck in like this mindset of, oh, this month was really hard or whatever. But then we have each other to like go back to and be like, you know what, this month is going to be good too, and help me brainstorm and lean on each other, you know. And it doesn't matter where we're all at in our own journeys, is we're all right there for each other, whether we just started or have been established or took a break for a while and now we're back. And so, yeah, when Shelby asked me if I wanted to just kind of give that testimony, I felt really honored and really special because I literally just came back like a month ago, you know, and that's just, it speaks to this group of women, just how accepting and this business structure. And I've done others and it's not like this, trust me. And so it's really awesome. We have something really special. And like Shelby said, we need to get out of that mindset and just tell ourselves we can do it, you know, because had I not reached out to her and she just basically said like, I'm right here, you're going to do with it, you know, whatever you need, and I'm right here, you know, it was just all I needed, just that one confirmation. And so here we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, babe. I'm going to meet you back up. So hearing her testimony really did touch my heart, because I feel like a lot of people are really like letting themselves be down in just the fact that like, if something's not happening for you, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen later at another time. Like, look at this whole month. If you didn't rank last month, look at what the opportunity is for you to rank this month and get all those additional bonuses. Like, what a fucking blessing that is. And if you're still stuck in this mindset, like it's never going to happen for me, then it's never going to happen for you. Like, you are literally telling yourself your own fate, and you got to get out of your own negative self-talk, because it's reflecting on everything else. Like, I think I've said this before to most of you guys, like even my best friends that I've had forever, like literally our like group of 5 people, like our text chat name is bitches because we're fucking bitches. Okay. Like that is the people that I would consume myself with, like the negativity that we would throw in there for things we didn't really understand. Or like I have a past too with this business, you guys. Like I have developed myself into who I am now. Who I started in this business February 2019 is not the same person. So I'm like barely even in that chat with my best friends anymore because it doesn't serve me at all. And if you have people in your life that are chirping negative things at you, even if it has nothing to do with this business, it has nothing to do with, you know, like anything Monat shampoo, whatever. But if you have some people that are just like constantly just like complaining and just really not helping you be better, you need to start distancing yourself from that. And I know that's really hard, especially if it's someone you absolutely love, but like you need to focus on you and your personal growth, not just in the business, but in life. Like we have to grow out of stuff like that, or you're gonna, especially with all the outside negative stuff going on, it's very hard to avoid, but you have to push yourself through it. My child found me, baby. So positive self-talk is huge. So for example, little things that we're saying to ourselves, like, oh, I'm gonna try, or I'm just having a really hard time getting market partners. I just can't think of anyone else who would want to join this business. I'm stuck. Nobody's interested. Yep, just grab him, babe. Sorry, he's gonna cry for a second. Go get him one of those chocolate things. Sorry. He finally found my hiding spot, even in the dark. So little things like that truly are gonna just keep holding you back. Like you cannot say those words out loud. You cannot. Because let's put it into an example. What you're saying on the subject of best friends, like let's say your best friend, or if you're an older sibling, your younger sibling, if you're a mom, let's say your daughter or your son, they find something and they're so motivated by it, just like you are on this call, like you're saying, yes, I'm going to be MMB, I'm going to be AMM this month. But the little thing in your ear is saying, no, you're not. Like, I'm going to hit MMB. No, you're not. You really think you're going to do that? How? Would you say that to your best friend, to your kid, to your younger sibling? Can't do that. That's not going to happen for you. You don't have enough of a personality to like be an SED. Would you say that to those people? So why are you saying it to yourself? I added the mom example and that makes me cry. Because there's nothing you would ever say to your kid. Sorry. That was dumb. Okay. Example is like when you want something, you can want something as much as you want it. Sure, you can want it, but you have to go get it. You're like driving up a hill with your parking brake on, for real. You're not going to make it up the hill, or something bad's going to happen to your car on the way. So you have to shift this idea, because you can change. You can want different. So a different example of like what you need to start telling yourself is when you're comparing yourself You say, okay, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to get to that point. I'm going to learn from that person. I want to grow. I want to be kind. I want to break down this wall. I need to look within myself and what am I not doing? Oh gosh, we're going fast. Okay. So you have to shift this idea. You, for me, I'm 29. You are your only person that got you to where you are right now. Like, you created your own reality at this point. Like, yeah, you had your parents and like they gave you life, whatever, but like the person that you are now is based on like who you have become for yourself. So you technically are in full control of like what's gonna happen later, tomorrow, the next day, the next day. So why do we think we can't do it? Because no one else is pushing you, controlling you, keeping you from doing something. It's literally you. You control your own fate. Bob Heilig, also your virtual upline podcast, amazing. He goes into, like he does interviews and stuff sometimes on his podcast where like people can like be interviewed by him and like do these things. And this girl was complaining about, I've been in this company for 9 months and I'm only at the first rank. And he was like, well, do you think that other people in this company have never hit the first rank? She's like, well, yeah. He's like, so is it a positive or a negative that you did hit the first rank? Well, I guess it's positive. Then why are you being so hard on yourself? Like, there are people that have come and gone in this business in the time frame that you have you're still in it, and you're showing up on a call on a Sunday evening. I don't even know how many there are, but you're already so far ahead of the people who aren't on this call, who aren't trying to do better, who already quit, joined a week ago, already fucking quit. That's a positive. The fact that you hit the first rank, that's a positive. The fact that you have a customer, that's a positive. My mother-in-law was the only one who bought from me last week. That's a positive. Okay? We have to focus on little wins. Do a Superman pose, do a little dance, literally whatever you have to do to keep yourself positive on the little tiny things you're accomplishing. If you reach out to that one person that you're chicken shit to reach out to, that's a positive. Even if she fucking ghosted, you planted that seed and she's paying attention. Now you got to give her something to watch. Not just showing up 2 times a week talking about dry shampoo, okay? It's not enough. It's not enough. So celebrate little wins. It's all about your perception. That girl was complaining that she only hit the first rank in 9 months. That perception is opposite of someone who's never hit MMP. Okay? It's all about way you're perceiving yourself in your own mindset. So self-love is huge. We're going to run out of time. You created the person that you are now. You're still here. You're surviving this pandemic. And you're a fucking badass. You're here in this season for a reason. You're powerful. You need to stop limiting yourself because you are worth the success that you signed up for when you clicked join now. You deserve to go all in for yourself. It is almost mid-month. Consider it mid-month because I want everyone to be hitting their ranks before the last day, last second. Okay? Consider this the 15th and grind it out. We also have the holiday. Consider that. This is the week before Christmas. So you better be busting your ass, because I know that you guys are going to be busy as hell 23, 24, 25. So you got to run now. Give it 110% and get the fuck out of your own way. Because that bitch deserves MMB. So instead of holding yourself back, be the person that's pushing you forward. Stand behind yourself and push yourself forward. Okay? I'm going to end it before we run out of time. Love yous. We'll talk to you soon.